For part C, we are going to mass out approximately 5 grams of the salt. So this is for trial 1. We're going to put our weigh paper down. We're going to tare it just to make it easier on ourselves. The salt we are using is calcium chloride, CaCl2. And we need approximately 5 grams. That will be close enough for trial 1. So for trial 1, the mass of the salt is going to be 4.975, 4.975. We're using the same calorimeter setup that we did in the first part. So we have our large cup, we have some paper, and then we have our second inner cup and a top. So this will be the calorimeter dry. For trial 1, the calorimeter dry is 17.879. 17.879. Now what we're going to do is we are going to add in the 20 mils of deionized water. So just about approximately 20. We'll put that in and remass. So the mass of the calorimeter for trial 1 with the water is 37.688. 37.688. We're going to get the mass of the salt for trial 2. So we're going to put our weigh paper down again. We're going to tare it. We are still using calcium chloride, so CaCl2. And we want to get about 5 grams again. And that'll be good enough for us. So the mass of trial 2 is 4.996 grams. 4.996 grams. This will be the mass for trial 2 of the calorimeter. By itself, the calorimeter is 17.826 grams. 17.826 grams. Now we're going to do the same thing. Add about approximately 20 mils of deionized water, and we'll get a new mass. So here is the deionized water. We'll put the cap back on, get our mass. Our mass is 37.352, 37.352 for trial 2. This is the calorimeter with water. So we should be ready to go for trial 1. What we're going to do is we are going to add in our calcium chloride, and we're going to see what happens, basically what we did before with the metal. So right now our starting temperature of the water as is 29 degrees Celsius. Well, it's going back and forth, but let's say it's either, let's go with 29 degrees Celsius. We're going to hit start. It's going to start collecting the data again in our Logger Pro, and then we're going to see what happens. Let's see. We'll hit our data collection for now. Oops. Mix in our 5 mils. I'm just going to stir this so you can see what happens with temperature. So we're adding our calcium chloride, and our temperature is going up. Add 2 more pieces in there. Right now we're at 55, or actually 56.9 degrees and continuing to climb. I think we're all dissolved. Makes it harder for you to see. I should be able to make you see that a little better. So the maximum temperature we attained was 58 degrees, and now we're gradually going down and it's on the decline. Okay, our last reading was 53.4. And we're going to move on to trial 2. So in trial 2 we had our own calorimeter that we already masked along with our, we already masked our solid as well. So here's a calorimeter for 2. I'm just trying to quickly get our temperature down. While that's working, we're going to save our run. So to do that in Logger Pro, you go to Data, and then what we can do is we are going to hit New Data Set, and usually it asks us to save the run. So we're making a new data set altogether, and just to make sure, we want to make sure it's there. Okay, so it is there. So we're going to get our starting temperature now. For our first calorimeter. Or our second, excuse me. This is trial 2. So we are at 28 degrees Celsius. We are going to add in our calcium chloride again, and then we'll go from there. So we're going to hit collect. We want to store that latest run. Okay, so it's going now. We're going to add in all 5 grams, or close to 5 grams. Get it in there as much as we can. Put the top on, and we're going to mix and get the temp as we go. Move this out of the way. And we are all dissolved, so I'm just going to put this over here. So we're almost all set. Each trial has been almost near identical. And now we are done the data collection process, and we stopped with our temperature decreasing to about 53.4 degrees, and it topped out back around the same as the first one.